What have you done on a month using this skill income wise?
I mean,
Like
everything.
a good month, like good.
Every month is great. But let me give you a couple of examples, and I'll go back so that way people don't think like, oh, he's an expert. Of course he can do that. So I'm still working at the car dealership.
Yeah.
Okay. So this is just a side hustle for me. Okay. I walk through a neighborhood. I door knock, talk to the lady for 45 minutes. We get a deal under contract. The neighbor's house sold for 180, 195. And then we end up getting this one for 119. Okay. The way I got the money for it is I was able to qualify for an FHA loan that once the appraisal came through, it was easy peasy lemon squeezy. Okay. Outside of qualifying for a loan, one of my very first deals I took over the mortgage on, it was a lady at church. And my whole campaign was just talk to people that I already knew. And I used to tell people at the car dealership, whenever you start sales, don't try to talk to new people. When you just start a new business or new sales, you just take out your phone.
Call people you know.
And call people that you know and tell them what you're doing now. And so I talked to Miss Rachel. She had told me, hey, I had this house for 8 years. I've lost money on every single month. I've been trying to figure out something to do with it. If you can figure out something to make me some money so I can come in the green with it, let me know. And so that lady, I paid her $750 and took over her mortgage. So she deeded the property over to me. So warranty deed is the owner, deed of trust is the mortgage, 2 pieces of paper. So one can change without the other. And so it's one of my first properties I bought by taking over the mortgage. Ended up renting it out on a lease option. So I bought it on terms and I sold it on terms. And that deal, I did good. I think it was $6,000 up front, and then I made about $400 every month for the next 3 years. And then when she cashed me out, I think I made another 50 on it. Last month we did like 254 in a couple weeks.
So you did 254 in a couple weeks.
Yeah.
With still some time left in the month.
Right.
How many deals is that?
That was 14.
So 14 deals.
Yeah.
So is that just you or you have a team?
Well, you always have a team.
Okay.
Ever since I worked at the car dealership, I had a team.
Got you.
The Bible talks about 2 or more coming together. So I don't think that was just talking about church. It was talking about life.
Yeah, like that. Yeah.
So like when I was at the car dealership, one thing I knew that was important was the marketing, but I didn't know a lot about it other than what I had learned at the car dealership.
Yeah.
So the first person I hired was a marketer.
Yeah.
And what Scott told me, the general manager, he said that he always said this. He said, if you need to hire somebody, you can. And you can pay them whatever you can afford to pay them. And at that time, it was zero. And so what Scott would pitch, and this is how I imagine it. I was like, bro, what would Scott say to this guy? He says, well, look, bro, you're awesome at marketing. And since you're so good, I know we're going to be able to get a deal. And what I'll do is I'll give you 20% of the profit that I make on every deal that I close that you bring me.
Yeah.
And so that's what we did. And he literally bought me deals for 3 years. He got a little greedy after that, but
I mean, bro, he bring you deals like, look, bro, I'm gonna need a little bit more than this 20%. You know what I'm saying?
We were doing so many deals at that point. Because after the first year, I think I ended up picking up like 10. Second year, that's when I went all in. And I picked up like 25.
Yeah.
Next year, I picked up 100, 2 years in a row. And so at that point, when we picked up 100, I'm like, I got to get this guy on salary.
Yeah, fact.
I got to
lock him in before he get
exactly.
Before that number keep going.
Exactly. And he didn't like the salary idea.
Of course.
Yeah. But in my opinion, you always need to leverage people and software.
Yeah.
And no matter where you start, you can hire someone to do something for you. But for instance, I got an internship program.
Yeah.
And for a business, an internship program is an internship program because you said it is.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so I go to the local colleges, UNCG, A&T, talk to advisors, let them know about my business, let them know how I can help their students. Because in order to get your degree, you got to have an internship.
Yeah.
It's a part of the curriculum. And so I invite guys, to the office. I teach them how to pull records at the courthouse. And those records I use, to market.
Makes sense. So they're getting real life examples.
Exactly.
Real life data.
Exactly.
And the stuff that they're doing is going towards something. So it's more tangible for them.
It is. Yeah. And for me, of course, I'm getting the data that I need so I can market to those people.
100%.
Yeah.
100%.
So, you can do just about, honestly, as far as like money-wise go, or whatever your thermostat is set on, you can do it.
Yeah.
You can do it in real estate. And it doesn't, whatever your thermostat is on. If you say, hey, great, I want to make $5,000, hey, great, that's what you can do. If you say, hey, I want to make $100,000 in a month, then that's what you can do.
Yeah.
Because it's really, it's like one of the most expensive things that everybody has to pay for. So.
Yeah.